What's up, YouTube? It is your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. And I am back. I'm feeling good. I'm back on the meat. Life is good. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, let me say this. That was the worst decision I have made in my adult life. I will never give up meat again unless I'm on my dying bed and I have no choice. And even then, I'm going to be trying to get them, try to get somebody to ground it up for me and put it in my IV. I can't do it. The meat-free life is not for me. But you guys see what's in front of me, right? So first of all, let me thank Shamira. She hooked me up. Hold on, people. Hold on. Y'all ready? Woo! Boston Market. So I got mashed potatoes, corn, rolls, there's turkey, stuffing. I don't eat stuffing. Are those carrots? No vegetables allowed. And macaroni and cheese. I am about to get busy. Y'all see this, right? You know what this is? Gravy. Man, look at this. I'm about to drink this like it's still warm too. Hold on. Try not to make a mess. I do that sometimes. But I'm telling you, man, she hooked me up. Now, look at that. Has anybody ever just drunk gravy? I'm going to do it. I'll tell y'all what it's like. Hold on. Oh, that's probably the fattest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, it needs to be on something. It's a little different on its own. So anyway, yeah, I got some gravy, and y'all see it. This is not going to be a long intro. And she gave me some butter. All this butters for these 2 rolls. Well, either way, I'm grateful and I appreciate it. And I'm about to eat good. Woo! Listen, I know, people was like, once you give up meat, you're going to have a hard time transitioning back. You're going to be sick. Y'all don't understand how much meat is in my DNA. Y'all don't understand how my body craves this. So I was able to transition after not eating meat for 30 days. I was able to transition right back. You guys saw I got right back into it after midnight, and I've been on it. So and I'm not sick. I feel better. I felt terrible when I didn't have meat. I was weak. I was slow. I was dizzy. I was unfocused. I mean, it was terrible. But now, all is right with the world. All is right. I'm about to eat this while y'all get to the video.
Let's go. You can see the pictures I paint, son. If I ain't the king of New York, then it ain't one.
What's up, YouTube? I am fresh out of meat rehab, and although I have relapsed and gone back to the meat, I'm feeling great. I'm back to my wonderful caveman self. I'm back working. Life is good. Listen, it's getting cold out there. Listen, this is big girl weather. I'm telling dudes, I hope you got something big to snuggle up to. Listen, skinny women. I'm not dismissing y'all. Y'all season's right around the corner. But if you're not a big girl, you need to cook like a big girl. It's winter time. Got to keep your man home. Feed him. You can't have him starving and cold. Got to pick one. Pick your struggle. Anyway, I am back on the dually. And as you see, let me try to get it all in one frame. This thing is huge. So this video, I am going to be prepping for primer. When I did the other video, when I did the Honda, I showed you guys how to wet sand before paint, and a few of you guys asked me, well, how do you even prep it for primer? It's not hard. You just have to use the right sandpaper. Number one, for sandpaper, I say use between 220 and 320. A lot of it has to do with the type of primer that you're going to use. Some primer is high build, it's a little thicker. It can fill in those 220 scratches. Some primer, a little cheaper primer, is a little thin. I always use a primer surfacer, but you know, 220 to 320 is the range that I recommend for primer. And that's it. Other thing too, when you're priming, you have to like see this. So I did work here, I did work here, I did work here, and you guys know I did work on the tailgate as well. Now all the black spots that you see is a guide coat. So if you did work, even before you do the first prime, if you did work, block this out. Try to get it as flat as possible. That way you know when you put the primer on, you're not going to overlook it again if you don't plan to block out the whole vehicle. This particular job, I'm just going to paint this dually a flat color. It's satin. And the reason why is only because it's not the final color. I have not decided on what the final color is for the truck. Like I said before, I have a lot of other body work to do. You know, some modifications, sunroof and all that stuff. So I just want it to look better. It looks a little rough. I just need it to look better. But the thing is I have a couple of challenges. So this is easy, but this pinstripe has to come off. That's taped on. Now this dually is a Western Hauler edition dually. For those of you that don't know, Western Hauler built a lot. They did conversions in the 80s. So they used to buy vehicles like this, and I think they did vans, and they would buy them and then they would put their own package on it. This is a Western Hauler edition. One of the highlights of the Western Hauler, the back seat. See? Hold on. Lays down to a bed. Woohoo! So, it's my favorite part of the truck. So, the other thing that they would do, hold on. It's like these little funky paint schemes, right? Now, the thing about this paint is that they would tape off. The original color was this dark blue. That's the original color of the truck. So all the light blue, all the silver, everything like that, that's what they did. The problem is how they did it back then. They would tape it off, spray it, throw a little more clear on it, let it go. Problem is, if you listen, hold on, should be able to do it with my glove on. Can y'all hear that? What happened, those are all the tape lines. These graphics were not buried under the clear. They just pretty much taped and peeled. So you can feel all the way down. So this has to be tackled before I even get to the rest of the truck, because if I was just to scuff it all up or just sand it all lightly, once you spray the primer, you're going to see all the lines. Which means when you spray the paint, you're going to see all the lines. So I have to tackle that with a little more aggressive sandpaper. Probably 180. I shouldn't have to go all the way to 80, but we'll see. But I'm probably start it like at 180 and just try to flatten out all their graphics to where I can't feel them anymore. Once that's done, go over the whole truck, you know, and that's it. Now I am going to remove the mirrors. I'm going to remove the front bumper, the lights. The back bumper is actually welded on, so that's staying on. And I'm going to take off the visor and probably the wing. And that's it. We're very close to paint. I know you guys are looking at it like, come on. You guys see how big this thing is? Look at this thing. But we are close to paint. So you'll see by the time this video is done. So what I'm going to do now is tackle these graphics first. And then we'll start removing stuff and tackle the rest of the body. So on that note, YouTube, let's get to work. This video is not ending exactly like I wanted it to end. Right when I was planning to spray the truck, there was a leak in the ceiling. You guys see that plastic bag over there tied to the ceiling? So the ceiling was leaking and it was raining on the truck, and I can't spray if the truck is getting wet. So I went up there to put the bag up there to try to deflect the water or catch the water so it wouldn't fall on the truck, and I fell. And unfortunately, I sprained my ankle. So I am not going to be able to finish priming this in this particular video. I got to stay off of it at least for a day or so. So I still want to wish everybody a happy holidays. I'm sorry I didn't take it all the way to the primer. Maybe tomorrow, so I'll be able to get back on it, but I got to get off this thing. It is killing me. So I am going to upload this video before my pain meds kick in. And it's to be continued to the next one. Happy holidays to everybody.